Okay, good morning everyone. Okay, I hope that you are ready for today's class. How's everything going? Okay, now let's start the lesson. We'll have the lessons in the Peardeck. Wait a second. I will show you the link and I will share the link in your chat box. Can you see the code here? ZLRUZH. Now please go to your Peardeck and write down that code. You're still loading? Okay, that's fine. I'll wait. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, okay, now let's start the class today. So, how are you students? How are you doing today? Are you happy? Are you just feeling so, or are you sad or feeling unwell? Can you please just tell me about your feeling? Okay, let me have it and your responses. Oh, you're happy. Okay, nice. Is there any of you who feeling? Oh, okay. Why are you feeling sad? Oh, you're not pretty well. Okay, okay. Be happy. Now, let's move then. Okay, today we will learn about narrative text. I'm sure that you are familiar with narrative text. Have you ever learned that in your junior high school? Yeah, okay. What kind of narrative text that you have ever learned? Fable? Story about animals? Okay. About princess? Yeah, nice. Yeah, I want you to wait a second. I want you to have a look on the pictures here, and please just recall about things that you know about narrative facts. Okay, which of those pictures that do not belong to narrative from the what's that from your experience while learning about narrative text in your junior high school, which one of those pictures are actually not belong to narrative? Oh, okay, nice. Okay, nice. So biography. Why biography do not belong to narrative text? Yeah, because it talks about facts, about it recalls things that happen event by event. I forget to tell you what you're going to do today. So let's just check here. So you today you will learn about how to identify communicative purposes, language features, and structure of narrative text. You'll find specific informations in a narrative text that you will read or listen to, and then you will have to retell a narrative story in a written form using correct text structure, language features, and punctuations. Okay, now I want to ask you, from those three objectives here, is there any of those that you have or that you have familiar with, or you have okay, I'm pretty good at this. Okay, can you just cross out the learning objective that you are already good at? You're not okay. Okay, you're oh, you have ever learned about the communicative purposes. So, can you mention what is the communicative purpose of narrative text? Yeah, narrative text is used to amuse. Okay, yeah, nice, good. Okay, and do you still remember the features? Yeah, exactly. Narrative text use past tense. Wow, you're really well on that. So structure? Hmm? You forget? Okay, let's just have a quick review on that. Okay, now let's move to the next activity. You have done with that. Now I want to ask you first. Are you ready to learn? Yeah, of course, you're ready to learn. Now let's just start it. Here, hold on. I can have a picture here. What can you tell from the picture? Okay. Yeah. You have women or woman. Then, oh, is that a cow or buffalo? Oh yeah, that's a cow. Okay. Then, what do you think? Can you make a predictions? What things that will happen in the story? Oh, okay. Okay. So, if I ask you to guess, do you think that the woman is a good woman, or is that an antagonist character? Oh, an antagonist character. How do you know that? Ah, from the face, from how she look, see or see. Ah, okay. Let's check. How about the buffalo? Do you think that he will be a good character or protagonist, or will he be a bad or an antagonist? Okay. Okay, let's check. I wonder what story are we going to read today. After uh, was that after watching or observing the pictures, can you guess what story are we going to read today? A story about women and buffalo. Have you ever heard or read have you ever heard or read a story about women and buffalo before? Okay. No, not yet. I think it's fine. But before we read and also visit the story, website, now I want you to have a look on the words or vocabularies here. We have grown, venture, semangat, striker, abandon, nurture, patch. Can you please guess? Okay, grown means blah blah blah. Okay, just check on your dictionary. You may open up your dictionary, or you may make a guessing. You can guess, okay? Or maybe you have already familiar with those words or vocabularies that will be fine as well. Okay, I'm waiting. You can write down your response. Check your response here. Okay, what you can do is I just need to draw lines. So can we discuss about your word here, grown? Is there any of you can read the answer? What is the meaning of grown? Grounded, grown. Okay, awesome. Okay, nice. Okay. Now let's move to the next activity. Now can you see here in your Peardeck, there is a link that leads you to the story. What I want you to do is that just click the link. You can click the link, and you can visit this website. Okay, can you see it? Okay, yeah. So it's the story about a woman and also a buffalo. And the title of the story is The Kind Old Women. Okay, so what do you think about your guessing? From the title, we can see The Kind Old Women. So, do you think that the woman is a good one or a bad one? Yeah, she's a good one. Though the picture doesn't seem so, as you mentioned that. Okay, the eyes look like that she is an antagonist, but yeah, it turns to something in contrast. She is kind. Okay, now let's have a look on the story. You can read the story, or if you do not want to read it, you can just play the recording, and you can hear someone who is reading the story for you. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to read and understand the story. Okay, have you done reading? Okay, nice, awesome. Now let's move to the next activity, that's story mapping. What you have to do now is that I want you to recall about the informations that you catch from the story. find these informations from the story. How about the setting? Where does the story take place? Is it the oh yeah, that's a jungle in forest. Okay, what else? Who are the main characters? Ah, the buffalo, the woman, and want you to write down there, yeah, in this story map. And what the problem? Okay, just write down. I give you time, like 5 minutes maybe. Okay, can you do that in 5 minutes? Okay, nice. Resolutions. Okay, what is resolutions? Ah, yeah, that can be the ending of the story, how the character solve the problem. Ya, bagaimana karakternya menyelesaikan masalah. Okay, now have a look on your response. Okay, check the answer. Okay, nice. Now let's move to the next activity, that is the generic structure. I'm sure that you are familiar with what is generic structure. Ah, yeah, that tells you about parts of the story. In narrative story, there are at least 3 parts. The first part tells you about the characters, the setting, what do you find, the information that you find in the beginning of the story. What do you find? Yeah, in the beginning of the story, you find the characters. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, setting. Okay, nice. Do you have problems in the beginning of the story? Oh yeah, not yet. So it's kind of introductions of the story. That's what we call as orientation. Okay, you can make a note on your notebook, yeah. So the beginning part of the story is usually called as orientations. It tells you about the introductions of the characters, the introductions about the story, and also the setting. Okay, and what do you find in the middle of the story, in the second and third paragraph? Yeah, okay, yeah, you find problems. Okay. What the characters may face, and yeah, it's climax. Okay, what is climax? Yeah, it's when the problems face. Kalau masalahnya semakin besar, memuncak, we call it as climax. That's what we usually as problem. Ya, jadi bagian pertama disebut apa? Ya, exactly, orientation. And the middle, bagian kedua di naratif apa? Problem. Okay. Yeah, and the last one. Awesome, that's what we call as resolutions. And we find the ending of the story, whether it's happy ending or it's sad ending. Or you have to know that sometimes we also have what we call as coda. Are you familiar with that? Sudah tahu coda apa? Oh, you do not know yet? Okay. Coda is not a must in a narrative story, bukan sesuatu yang wajib, but sometimes a narrative story has what we call as coda, or that consists of moral value. Biasanya isinya pesan moral atau sesuatu yang bisa dipelajari. Biasanya itu ada yang stated ya oleh penulisnya langsung disebutkan, atau ada yang implied. Okay, yeah, you're doing great. So what is narrative story? From the story that you have, right? So what is narrative story? A narrative text. Oh yeah, exactly. That's a text that tells about story that is used to amuse, okay, yeah, or entertain. Why do you think that you need to learn about narrative text? Oh yeah, exactly. We listen to story every day, and we want you to be familiar with different kind of story. One of it is narrative text. That's why we learn about it here, yeah. And what are the elements? We have already discussed that. Yeah, there are 3 elements. What are they? Okay, awesome. And what are the language features? Now please have a look at the story once more. Okay, yeah, you actually have already mentioned that. Let's see the verb. We have was, we have when, we have heard. What kind of tenses is that? Oh yeah, awesome. That's past tense in the form of verb to. How about this one? We have old, we have deep, we have large. There are a lot of words like this to describe the characters. What are they? Yeah, it uses adjective. What is adjective? Kata sifat. Okay, yeah, it tells the characters of the story to tell about the setting. So, reader can imagine what happens and how the character is in the setting is. Okay, awesome. Now let's move. Okay, now I want you to work with your group. So now, what I want you to do with your group is that I want you to read and understand this story. It's a very nice story and I really love it. The story entitled The Mirror Story. And while reading, what you have to do is that now you can check to the next Peardeck slides. You have some questions ya. There are 8 questions. Ada 8 pertanyaan di sini ya. Number 1 up to 4, and then also you have another. Okay, now I want you to work with your group. So now, what I want you to do with your group is that I want you to read and understand this story. It's a very nice story and I really love it. The story entitled The Mirror Story. And while reading, what you have to do is that now you can check to the next Peardeck slides. You have some questions ya. There are 8 questions. Ada 8 pertanyaan di sini ya. Number 1 and number 4 are questions about the specific information that you can find from the story. Nomor 1 sampai 4 ini pertanyaannya ada di cerita itu. And for questions number 5 up to 8, pertanyaan nomor 5 sampai 8, that's a kind of reflective questions. So you actually have to have individual answer untuk pertanyaan nomor 5 sampai nomor 8. Itu kalian harus punya jawaban masing-masing. Then you can discuss and compare your answer with other members of your group. Setelah selesai mengerjakan, kalian bisa saling mendiskusikan dan menjawab. And I will visit your group ya after this. Maksudnya akan mengunjungi kelompok kalian masing-masing to check about your answer. Okay? Okay, you have about around 10 to 15 minutes to read and answer. Okay. Now, do you have any questions about that? The questions also the story. How do you like the story? Okay, good, awesome. Okay, now let's move to next agenda. Well, actually, we will continue this agenda next meeting, but I want you to prepare this at home. So while at home, I want you to think about a narrative story that you like the most. Jadi kalian pikirkan cerita naratif yang paling kalian suka, and I want you to write down or retell the story using your own language, menggunakan bahasa kalian sendiri. What is the topic about? Kira-kira ceritanya tentang apa? For example, about the woman and also a buffalo and who. Or maybe what is the topic about is about the kindness or about sharing or taking care of others, for example, like that. And who are the characters? Okay, the characters will be a woman and also a buffalo. Then you can describe how the woman look like. Is an old woman, but she is kind. She lives alone and so on and so forth. Then how about the buffalo? The buffalo is in trouble and so on and so forth. So you're not only mentioning the characters, but you also have to imagine what kind of characters that you have in your story. And how about the setting? Where will your story take place? For example, in a very deep forest, and you can also provide descriptions about the forest as well. So it will help you to construct your story later on. And how about the problems? What kind of problems that you will have? And you can make a list. You may have more than one problems, and you can take the most the biggest problems, and we call it as climax, ya, puncak masalahnya. And how will the problem end? Kira-kira nanti terakhirnya seperti apa? It's okay to have a sad ending, it's okay to have happy ending, or even you can let your reader to guess. Jadi bisa juga yang tanpa penyelesaian, yang kalian memberikan kebebasan si pembaca untuk menebak kira-kira endingnya. That's fine. And so I want you to do this at home, ya. And later on, next meeting, we will develop your story, your draft. Nanti pertemuan depan kita akan mengembangkan draft yang sudah kalian tulis. And I want you later on, I want you to write down and post your story here in the Padlet. Ya, jadi kalian kalau memang di rumah itu sudah sampai pengembangan ceritanya, bisa langsung di post di sini. I'm sure that you are familiar with Padlet, right? Because we have ever used this. Kita sudah pernah menggunakannya, so just need to click this one. Okay, and you can just copy paste your story here. Kalian bisa di subjeknya ini ditulis title, ya, your story title. For example, the canyon and buffalo. Then you copy paste your story here. Kemudian storynya di copy paste di sini and click publish. Okay, and for next meeting we'll give feedback. We'll provide feedback to our friend story, ke tempat cerita teman kita akan saling memberikan feedback. Okay, so you know what you have to do. So what you have to do. Okay, nice. Okay, now for the last one, I want you to write down what you have learned from this. Okay? Okay, I think that's all that we can learn today. See you next meeting. I cannot wait.